dance floor. Girl, come with a dance. Puerto Rican in the breathing heavy. Little had my looking daddy. Couldn't tell him nothing cause we lost him already. Cozy boy with his spaghetti. With the money and fame, the price come heavy. The price come heavy. Like Shaq attack up on a backboard. Come back up on a backboard. When she asked me if I love her, I just act bored. Say loser, ask for it. Living movie, blockbuster, this ain't a rental. Talking moody, all these diamonds up in my dental. I get never minded if I offend you. I need the silence, chaos is in my mental. You need a PJ first class, not what you went to. You need the relay, chase money like you sane. I'll give you the boat, chain, and plane. Fame name, that's insane. Pop up. You need a, in case the movies get insane. You need a ruby, the kind of jewelry that's from the rain. I'm just here to remind you, but never mommy, man. I'm here to remind you where you come from. All this peace retreat is lame done. You can never get rid of me, I live in you. Both of our offend you.
Hello again, everybody. It is the coach. You're tuned in to Madden 19 on E.
All right, Coach, thanks. We are across the Cumberland River from downtown Nashville at Nissan. Stadium in Tennessee. Today, it's the penultimate week of the regular season, week 16, and we've got a good one in store between the Buffalo Bills and the Tennessee Titans. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. First down, Mariota. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. Tre'Davious White, the LSU man, there to knock it away that time.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Off the play fake, Mariota uncorks one for the guy's man, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. A first down throw for Mariota. Throw inside, complete. That's Grant. And he's taken down inside the 30. 11 more on that one and another first down. Now a play fake here on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Nick Kwiatkowski in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. And they tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to.
Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough, and it'll be 4th down. Now Cody Parkey out to try the field goal. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. And Parkey's kick is good. And the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. So a pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. He'll be brought down about the 28.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Leopard. Leopard.
Now they'll run it on the toss. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
Throwing here on 3rd down. Darnold. He completes it to Jones. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially to play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
Here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get Scouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. A 2nd down throw here for Mariota. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Yeah, good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. They go play action. Mariota. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Nick Kwiatkowski. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. As his guys are in for 6, and the Bills have taken the early lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. After the field goal, here's Rosas to kick it away. And here's Lewis. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Marcus Mariota and the offense heading back out for their next possession. And he'll look to rebound from the early interception that led to 6 points the other way.
And when he threw the interception and he had to come to the sideline, I'll guarantee his first thought wasn't about the interception itself, but what could result. And I know he was thinking to himself, come on, defense, bail me out. Well, they weren't able to in this situation. Now he's got to go out and atone for it himself, but he can't force things.
The numbers for Mixon last week, 18 carries, 73 yards.
I was so glad you asked for a couple of offensive linemen to talk to before the game because they told us that in last week's contest, everything was clicking. Didn't matter what they were doing. Gap scheme, zone scheme, power, whatever it was working. And they expect more of the same in this game, although they're preparing for some adjustments by the defense they expect to see.
A good pickup there of 20 yards. They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Mixon with a first down carry. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
On second down, here's Mixon. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
Now Mariota, complete out right to Jake Butt. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
After the interception, here's Darnold. And that is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. And that'll bring up second down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
Now it's Breida. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green.
Here's Darnold. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 8 yards on the screen there, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. Here's Colton Schmidt now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
Personal foul, face mask, defense.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. After the penalty, it's Mixon. Stays on his feet. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Play action now. Mariota. Caught right side. Davis. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Play fake. Mariota. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Mariota now on 2nd down. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Open man, and that's his tight end, Jake Bunt. Touchdown, Titans. Jake Bunt, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Titans are able to strike for 6. Cody Parkey is on now for the point after.
It used to be that if you were a big wide receiver and the coaches wanted to make you a tight end, you resisted the move. Now it's almost a glamour position because they have the mismatch advantage. Are you going to cover them with a linebacker? They're probably faster. A defensive back? They're going to be bigger. Tight end is the new big-time position.
This is taken near the 13. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let him outside where they can really shred your defense.
Now it's Darnold. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
A nickel set shown by the Titans on 3rd down.
Thinking pass.
Here we go now.
Darnold from the gun. James has it. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. 20. And they're going to have this all the way down deep into Tennessee territory. It's a big play for the Bills on 3rd down. 52 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Set. Blue 90. Blue 90. Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
Darnold from the red zone now. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Set. 319. 319.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
Watch it now, Barney.
To the air again, Darnold. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills are in for 6. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Marcus Mariota getting ready to go again here on offense. And he had the touchdown of the last drive, also 4 for 4. Very, very effective. What does he need to do to translate that forward into this drive?
Not think that what he saw in coverages last time is exactly.
Nixon hit, and all the ball is out. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
That's caught left side by Jake Butt. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. A handoff to Mixon. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 49-yard line. Here's a give to Mixon. Brought down, but after we saw a flashy little move, stopped short of the 40. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Now Joe Mixon. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. A minute 58 to go in this first half of play. Back to Tennessee after this. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now we've got movement up front. I think this is going to be on the Titans.
False start, offense.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They'll try to throw now. Mariota. And that's incomplete.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Second down, Mariota. And he comes back with one complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Mariota now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Throwing is Mariota. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
Eluding the pressure right. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. The Titans on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Throwing, Mariota. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. Now, they've got to be a little frustrated here to not complete that on 3rd down after having such a long drive going.
Yeah, you're talking about going over 70 yards on the drive. Yeah, did you say a little frustrated?
Very frustrated.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. Very frustrated. There's no doubt about it. They thought they were going to have a chance to cash in the end zone. Now it looks like it's likely a field goal attempt.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding, offense.
So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Lucky 56! Lucky 56! Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
And on the ground they go with the running back. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. It's picked up by the Titans. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs.
And Owen coughed it up. And the Bills have recovered. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And not much of an opening there as he's only going to get this to about the 32. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Wide open receiver complete. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one. From the 50, it's Darnold. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Jones. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. This quarterback now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down.
Over!
The shotgun snap for Darnold. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Back to the air, Darnold on second down. This will be caught inside the 10. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. In for the score. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
And that lead is now 7 with a chance to go to 8 or more if they want to get crazy here, which we don't expect. But I just know the way the game's being played with the analytics, there's going to be a lot more of going for 2 in a lot of situations, isn't there?
Yeah, there's going to be. And I think their focus here, they don't want to give up anything going into the lockers on the other, and just a little bit of time left on the clock.
Yeah, they don't want to do anything to erase the good feeling they have right now by getting this late score in the half.
And they will not get a chance to return this one, as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Just 11 seconds to go in the half as they have it first and 10. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Now a second down throw for Mariota. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. The offense on third down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. Final play of the half here. Mariota uncorks one for Dick. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Well, who needs a halftime? Am I right? Let's resume play. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Bills taking the lead to the locker room. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead.
A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Kendall Fuller, and they will take over at the 29-yard line.
All right, work with me, partner. This is a classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football, we're not seeing it right now.
Johnson with a completion over the middle. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
It is hard in zone coverage to stop a curl route because when they see it, They just try and find the open spot and sit down.
Yeah, we always talk about finding the soft spot in the zone. What's the key to doing that? How do you do it?
You have to read what the coverage is. Is it 2 deep? Is it 3 deep? Because then you know where the linebackers are going to drop, what spots on the field they naturally get to, and you find that open space, and then you're in sync with your quarterback. He should be reading the exact same thing, and they put the ball right on you.
The Bills on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Darnold. He is going to find Hill here. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. The quick slant, good for 8 and a first.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Flushed out, thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10, right at the 30. Working out of the gun, Mariota dumps it off to Mixon. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Pretty shifty footwork, but didn't buy him much. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll be a 2nd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Here's Mariota, and they take him down. The Bills get to him.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week on our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. To throw on 2nd down is Darnold. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time. And it's 3rd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Well, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get it.
The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Mixon. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
On 3rd down, Mariota to Mixon on the check down. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. It's a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Here's Darnold now on 2nd down. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Zay Jones was the intended receiver, and it'll bring up 3rd down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Throwing here on 3rd down. Darnold, flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th. Here's Colton Schmidt now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Mixon gets the nod to start the drive, and he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. He's fumbled already once, Charles. I'm not going to say that that was in his mind there, but I'm sure that during some of these plays he is mindful of it.
And once you fumble the ball, you know what your team tells you and your coaching staff? Take care of it, rest of the game. And that does get in your mind a little bit.
Back now in Nashville, it's Titan football here as they trail to begin the 4th quarter. From the gun, Mariota finds Jake Butt over the middle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 17 yards on that play for the Titans. First play of the drive in their hip pocket. Of course, the focus here has to be the touchdown and the two-point conversion. Field goals aren't going to help you. Yeah, but how about that first play of the drive? Just to get them started, nice gain, got some positive momentum going. They're on their way, and they don't have to rush. Now a play fake here on first down. Looking sideline, incomplete. Jake Butt, the tight end, his intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it. Got rid of it. No one got it. To throw is Mariota. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And he's going to go down again. The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again. Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he's on to punt for Tennessee. This is fielded inside the 5. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Might have needed just one more block as it stands. 37-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Watch him now, Barney.
And they'll go on the ground. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45. All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction? I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. The Bills on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Hurry up, here we go.
Darnold from the gun. And James has it. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing. Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out. To throw is Darnold. Oh, no, he lost the football. And fortunately, the Bills jump on it and get it back. On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. And he's unable to haul it in. So it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th.
For plain and simple, that's the second time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off?
He's
got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. Mariota. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them. Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Now, that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the 1st down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
And the kick by Rosas is good. And that will bump the lead up to 11. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
The Titans offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. The 2nd down throw here for Mariota. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. The Titans on 3rd down. Just 1 conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This is 3rd and 10. Mariota to throw it. Muscling free near the 40. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
And I think we'll probably see him go for it here on 4th down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
Desperation time. Mariota on 4th down. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. And the Bills getting set to go. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. This will be caught at about the 6. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Let's go!
And Darnold wants to throw the football. Forced out to his left. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Escaping the pressure right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bills will extend their lead. So he scrambled right, but was it? And now it's blocked. Rosas now to kick this one away. And here's Lewis. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Marcus Mariota and the offense heading back out for their next possession. And the passing game, I mean, look at the numbers. It's fallen off. When a team is struggling, sometimes you look at the quarterback. When the quarterback starts to struggle, who goes over and picks him up?
Yeah, that's always a big one, isn't it? Usually, there's a quarterback whisperer somewhere. And what I mean by that is, whether it's an assistant coach, whether it's one of his best friends on the team, someone that can get in his ear, get with him and say, all right, my man, what do you need? What's going on here? So there's one person he can lean on. He's going to have to lean on that guy right now.
Mariota on 1st down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
False start, offense.
And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time, and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
Mariota now on 2nd down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 7 yards on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. They'll throw again. Mariota. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Trent Murphy in there to record another sack. Their 6th of the afternoon. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Titans. Jake Butt with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Titans are able to close the gap just a bit.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
They go for just 1 here as it's up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, Their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Instead of running, Darnold's going to throw this thing. Steps away to his left. And going deep for Hill. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Darnold now to throw. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Not too many missteps in the red zone thus far. He was going for his 5th touchdown pass. His man couldn't shake free there, but boy, you know he's going to take another shot before this one's over.
Yeah, exactly, because you know 3 is good, 4 is excellent. You get 5, that's a whale of a game. Darnold. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down.
Pass interference. Defense.
So the game will continue for at least 1 more play.
To not finish a game on a defensive penalty, that's why they get 1 more untimed attempt.
Now Darnold being chased out left. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14...